Hello, friends. Today again I am before you to discuss the case study which I gave yesterday. We'll first discuss the case study and we'll try to see what can be the model answer for that in about 200 words. Now, if you remember, the case study was regarding carbon credit scam by local industry. Now, a local factory fakes carbon credits and receives global ESG investment. You discover this in environment audit. What's your ethical obligation? So basically, this is the case study. This we have to answer in about 250 words. Now let us see what can be the model answer. Now, first we will briefly describe the scenario and also our strategy for various steps and actions which we are going to take. So during an environmental audit, I discovered that a local factory has falsified carbon credit records to fraudulently attract global ESG, that is environment, social, governance investments. So this is ESG, environment, social, governance investments. This act of greenwashing compromises India's climate commitments under Paris Agreement. Paris Agreement was an agreement among the countries of world regarding climate. Basically, in that one of the main agenda was to reduce the carbon footprints also by each country and take further action regarding improvement of the climate, afforestation, and so many other things was there. So this also violates India's commitment under Paris Agreement, misleads investors and erodes public trust. So as a public officer, I have an ethical and legal duty to act decisively. So here, not only ethics, but there is various acts and various legal provisions are also there which have been violated. So that also we have to mention in our uh, answer and what steps we are going to take, because sometimes the issue may be ethical, sometimes it may be legal, sometimes it may be ethical as well as legal. So all those things we have to explain along with various acts, provisions and other things we need to mention. So now let us see what steps we will take. So now first will be upholding truth and legal mandates. Now, drawing from Immanuel Kant's deontological ethics, deontological ethics is duty-based ethics, basically, this we have described earlier also, and most of you might have already studied till now. So, Immanuel Kant's deontologic ethics, moral duty demands unflinching truthfulness. This scam violates the Environment Protection Act 1986. It's a very important act as far as India is concerned. You might be studying this act in GS other papers also, and global norms under Task Force on Climate Related Financial Disclosure. Now, this is an international forum, TCFD, of various organizations basically. So this is a task force on climate related financial disclosure. So they have published some global norms which needs to be followed by all other, all the actors and all participants. So this violates, on the one hand, Environmental Protection Act 1986 of India. This also violates the global norms which have been enunciated by TCFD. So what I will do, I will file an official report with the State Pollution Control Board, because every state has a pollution control board, uh, which takes action against basic polluting industries and the industries which are cheating as far as pollution is concerned. So they have the norms of, they usually they give clearance also, they give licenses also for operation of the industry. So State Pollution Control Board is a very significant body in a state. So I will file an official report to the State Pollution Control Board to take necessary action as per these provisions, and also notify SEBI, because they have to get some uh, concessions and some grants, etc. from that. So that also SEBI, and recommend debarment of factory from ESG linked benefits. So ESG linked benefits have to be debarred. So accordingly, SEBI needs to be notified. Then second step is restoring fairness and deterrence. This scam undermines John Rawls' theory of justice by harming honest enterprises and distorting market competition. So I will recommend what I will recommend: revocation of carbon credits through the designated national authority, because for carbon credits there is a designated national authority, so they have to revoke whatever carbon credits have been already allotted to that company. Then recovery of misused funds. This also has to be recommended and it has to be done. Public disclosure via appropriate legal forums such as National Green Tribunal is there. So that also I will do. And then in third step, I will also propose some structural reforms. Now, what structural reforms are we going to propose so that such kind of incidents or such kinds of cheating does not occur in future. So first is blockchain based carbon tracking. So that cheating etc. may not take place. Then mandatory ESG audit under BRSR norms. Now BRSR is basically business responsibility and sustainable reporting norms. So under these norms, the ESG audit has to be done. This will be the recommendation so that the such kind of cheating and fraud can be prevented. So this is second recommendation. Third is whistleblower protection under Whistleblowers Protection Act 2014. So if any body from the institution or such kind of factories come out and gives the information, that should be kept secret and they should be protected also. And conclusion, guarding environmental ethics. Now, environmental ethics is specialized ethics. As you know, intergenerational, the resources have to be maintained because intergenerational requirement is there. So, guarding environmental ethics is not just about regulatory compliance, it's about securing the moral foundations of sustainability, because it has to be, development has to be sustainable. So as Paul Appleby, another thinker, rightly argued, public administration must be rooted in integrity, especially when future generations are stakeholders in today's decisions. So as I told, this intergenerational issue, and here future generations is also involved. So it should be public administration must be rooted in integrity accordingly. So this completes our answer as far as this case study is concerned. Now tomorrow we'll take one theoretical question. Now let us see what question we are going to take tomorrow. A morally upright officer must also be emotionally intelligent. Critically discuss the statement in 150 words. A morally upright officer must also be emotionally intelligent. Critically discuss the statement in about 150 words. So this question we are going to discuss tomorrow, and we'll also try to frame a model answer for this. Now, thank you for watching today's video. We'll meet again tomorrow to discuss this question. So thank you, Anand.